Inside the heart-wrenching health crisis that rocked the Roloff family. The Roloff family has always captured the hearts of viewers around the world. With their honesty, perseverance, and loving connection, they've built a loyal fan base that has followed their journey for years. But nothing could have prepared fans for the devastating health crisis that struck beloved matriarch Amy Roloff. What began as a quiet concern quickly spiraled into one of the most emotional moments in the family's history, one that fans are calling the most heartbreaking chapter yet. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. As the headlines began to spread and fans grew increasingly worried, the family was forced to confront a terrifying reality. Amy's health was in serious jeopardy. For a woman known for her strength, determination, and unwavering love for her family, this moment was a test unlike any other. Let's take a look deep inside the emotional roller coaster of Amy Roloff's recent health crisis and how it shook the very foundation of the Roloff family. Early warnings, subtle signs something was wrong. Everything seemed fine for Amy in recent weeks, on the surface. She was active on social media, posting cheerful pictures with her husband Chris Marek, enjoying moments with her grandchildren, and sharing recipes and family updates with her fans. But behind the scenes, Amy was reportedly experiencing subtle symptoms that she initially brushed off as stress or fatigue. Friends noticed Amy seemed more tired than usual. She was canceling a few events and even skipped some family outings. Fans who closely followed her posts began noticing a difference in her appearance and tone. Her smile, usually so bright, seemed dimmed. Even Chris Marek later admitted in an emotional interview that something just didn't feel right. Amy wasn't herself. The collapse at home. The turning point came on a quiet Sunday afternoon. According to close sources, Amy collapsed in her kitchen at home. Chris was there at the time, and his quick response likely saved her life. He immediately called 911, and paramedics rushed Amy to the hospital. The family was reportedly in shock. News of Amy's collapse spread quickly through the family group chats, and before long, Zach, Tori, Matt, and even Karen were alerted to the terrifying situation. Zach and Tori dropped everything to be by her side. Tori later shared that it was the most terrifying day of our lives. Hospitalization and silence. Amy was admitted to the hospital and placed under close observation. The Roloff family remained silent on the matter for the first 48 hours, leading to widespread speculation online. Fans flooded Reddit threads and Facebook groups, trying to figure out what had happened. Amy's official social media pages went quiet. TLC made no formal statement, but insiders close to the show shared that filming had been halted due to a serious personal issue involving a cast member. Eventually, Matt Roloff broke the silence with a cryptic Instagram post, writing, "Please keep our family in your prayers. We're facing something difficult right now." The post sparked more concern, and the comment section was filled with fans begging for answers. A shocking diagnosis. After several days of tests, doctors revealed that Amy had experienced a mini-stroke, a warning sign of a potential major health crisis to come. It was a wake-up call not just for Amy, but for the entire Roloff family. The diagnosis sent waves of shock through the family. According to one insider, Zach was in tears when he heard the news. "It's just not something you expect. She's our rock. She's the one who's always strong, always there." Hearing that she had a stroke, none of us were ready for that. Doctors informed the family that Amy had been under an immense amount of stress and needed immediate rest, therapy, and lifestyle changes to avoid further complications. Amy's emotional response. Amy, upon waking and processing what had happened, was reportedly heartbroken and emotional. Those close to her say she was overwhelmed with fear, not for herself, but for her family. "I can't leave them," she was heard saying to a nurse. "I have too much to live for." Amy has always been known as a fighter. From her challenges as a little person to her struggles through her divorce from Matt and her public life, Amy never let anything hold her down. But this time, the fight felt different. She later told her children, "This isn't the end of my story. I'm still here, and I'm going to make every day count." The family comes together. The health crisis brought the Roloff family together in ways that hadn't been seen in years. Matt Roloff, despite his long and complicated history with Amy, rushed to the hospital as soon as he heard the news. According to sources, Matt sat by Amy's bedside and held her hand, visibly emotional. Karen Chandler, too, reportedly stepped back to give Matt space and time with Amy. Fans were surprised when Matt posted a photo of Amy's hospital room with the caption, "Family first." Always. Chris Marek was by Amy's side every moment. He never left the hospital unless absolutely necessary and was seen speaking closely with doctors and nurses, ensuring Amy received the best care possible. Tori and Zach brought the grandchildren to visit, hoping to lift Amy's spirits. One heartwarming moment captured by hospital staff showed Amy holding little Josiah and smiling through tears. Amy's slow road to recovery. Doctors began a treatment plan involving medication, speech therapy, physical therapy, and stress management. Amy was discharged after a week in the hospital and returned home with Chris, where a team of nurses and therapists continued her care. She made a few cautious appearances on social media, thanking fans for their support and promising to share more when she was ready. In one emotional post, Amy wrote, "I've had a scary few weeks, but I'm not giving up. Your love, your prayers, your messages, they've all meant the world. I'm taking it one day at a time. I'll be back, stronger than ever." TLC films the recovery. TLC resumed filming, this time focusing on Amy's road to recovery. Viewers got to see a different side of Amy, vulnerable, emotional, but still determined. The episodes featured candid conversations between Amy and Chris about mortality, love, and family. Amy confessed her fear of not being there for her grandchildren's future milestones and broke down as she recalled her hospital stay. Zach, often reserved, opened up in a powerful moment, saying, "I don't want to imagine life without her. She's the heart of our family." Matt, in a surprising twist, became more supportive than ever. In one scene, he told the camera, "We may have had our issues, but Amy's health is bigger than all that. We were married for 27 years. I care about her deeply, and I always will." A community of support. Fans, friends, and the broader Little People community rallied around Amy during her recovery. Messages poured in from across the world, with thousands of fans sending cards, flowers, and even videos of encouragement. Celebrities, former TLC stars, and even Amy's old college friends sent support. Her longtime followers from the Little People of America community praised her openness and strength. Local churches in Oregon held prayer circles. Online fundraisers were even launched to support medical research and awareness around strokes in women. Amy herself was moved to tears by the outpouring. "I never knew how many people loved me," she said in a heartfelt Instagram story. "Thank you, from the bottom of my heart." Rumors of farewell. Did Amy say goodbye? As news spread, some fans began speculating if Amy was preparing to say farewell. Her recent posts, while filled with gratitude, had a somber tone. In one particularly emotional clip, Amy sat outside in her garden and said, "If I don't have forever, I have today. And today, I'm grateful." Some fans feared she was preparing for the worst. Others believed she was simply expressing the depth of her emotional experience. Chris later clarified in a post that Amy was not dying, but that the experience had deeply changed her perspective. "We've talked about life, about priorities. This was a scare, but Amy's still with us. And she's not going anywhere without a fight." What's next for Amy? As of now, Amy continues to recover at home with support from Chris, her children, and professional caregivers. She's slowly returning to her usual activities, baking, sharing recipes, and participating in family events, but with a more cautious and grateful approach to life. Amy's story is far from over. In fact, she's already working on a new book chronicling her recovery journey and the lessons she learned through this health crisis. The working title? One Day at a Time, My Story of Strength, Love, and Survival. The Roloff Legacy. Amy's health scare reminded fans just how much the Roloffs mean to them. It also reminded the Roloffs how much they mean to each other. Old grudges have been softened. Past wounds are healing. And through all the heartbreak, The family has rediscovered something they nearly lost: each other. As Matt said in one touching moment, "Sometimes it takes a crisis to remind you what really matters." And Amy matters. She always has. Tori, speaking through tears during a recent family picnic filmed for TLC, added, "We almost lost her, but we didn't. And that's a gift I'll never take for granted." Zach, emotional but hopeful, closed out a recent episode with a simple truth: